So good morning. So I'm happy to discuss through this morning about fact finding. It's not just a practice, but it absolutely is the backbone of our successful planning. So I thought about this topic when I was asked to present this. I began to think about many years ago, but also how easy it is that we become complacent. And it's just so easy just to move on with our life and not be thinking about this very important step. It is to be able to that when we make a recommendation, it's not just a knee-jerk recommendation, but it really is in the best interest, for our clients. And so fact finding is typically done after the introduction phase, after you get to know somebody to make sure it's someone that you want to work with and it's someone that they want to work with. And they want to proceed forward with how you can help them. So fact finding, it really is the process of gathering detailed financial and personal information from our clients regarding their goals and needs. It's amazing when you start talking to people how people love to talk. And so it's a great place to also have a section of just notes, just so you can write specific things or just little things that they bring up during this interview. So we obtain a comprehensive view of our client's current financial status, identifying strengths and areas of improvement. But it's our foundation to understand, to plan, and to execute the strategies that make sure that they align with our clients, the unique financial goals. That's what I love about this business is it's always unique. There is no one size fits all, and that's what is has made it so enjoyable for me through the years. But this allows us to gauge our clients' risk tolerance to accurately make sure they have enough life insurance for their wife and children, liabilities and expenses and so forth. And exactly, some people just want income for a certain period of time for their spouse or whatever, or if we need to do further estate planning with an irrevocable life insurance trust or that type of thing. And those are types of things you just can't think about to do in just one stop sales process, just not possible. But the process uncovers potential opportunities for growth and flags the potential financial threats, things that they feel are a risk to them. So it allows us to do planning, leads us to create personalized financial strategies that are not just, like I said a minute ago, one size fits all. So it shows us that we are dedicated to their unique situation. It shows the client this and allows us to, and also building trust and rapport. But by learning how to effectively fact find and slow down from making a one-time meeting sale and close, which is purely transactional rather than relationship based, resulting in many areas. And so when I used to do sales on first call all the time. And so it was a crucial turning point in my practice when I started doing a two-step process. And the list goes on, but the two things that stood out to me, it allowed me to sit back, review notes, do research on planning, talk to various professionals and different people that specialize in certain areas. And many times the results were created from ideas from other advisors, things that we've not thought about. So it allows you to be able to really sit back and really present exactly what it is that really helps the client reach their goals. And so I found that the sales case resulted in minimum three times average sales. I remember correctly, back in the 80s, my average sale used to be like, $600 a year. And, after I learned this process, it didn't take me long at all. And pretty soon, it was an average of three to $5,000 per case on a per basis, and my clients were happier at the same time. And so regular fact finding it fosters ongoing interactions. It allows you to always be keeping top of mind your clients, and as their trusted advisor, they're more likely, to refer, their friends and family to you because you're so thorough and making sure that their needs are met. And they're not just the people just learning, you're not there just trying to do a transactional salesperson, just selling them one thing immediately, but they realize that you really have their interest in helping them to reach their goals. So I've learned the power of staying in touch with clients and updating your file of changes for the last year on an ongoing basis in a way of always staying in touch with them in a way other than email, phone calls, and texting has a very profound effect on strengthening your relationships, which always results in excellent referrals. So we have a method we use that other than these areas that allow you to do that. We can talk more about that later. But last but not least, another very important part is that it ensures compliance and financial laws and regulations and keeping track of all your interviews, all your meetings, and keeping them in your file, because you never know, Lord forbid that there's some type of complaint, or if there's people that say, well, I didn't say this or that, but you're able to at least have that record as to when, the date you received it, what they said, all those types of information that bases the foundation of what you're recommending as correct. So I have a few minutes here. I thought I'd go ahead and share with you. There's a situation in Northern California, Nevada, California. I was working with another advisor at the time, and we met with this prospect. Never met her before. Her and her husband. They lived in Nevada. They owned a motel. They were worth a significant amount of net worth. But the main purpose of our discussion was talking about a mobile home park that they wanted to sell in Colorado. And so we went through, but we had just incredible, great discussion, learning about their values, what's important to them. Just very, very thorough fact finding. And then we put together the plan based upon selling a mobile home park and all this and everything. We presented it to them; they loved it, but their kids just absolutely put their feet and their heels in the ground and says, "No, mom and dad, we want that trailer park, that mobile home park. uh we do not want you to sell it." So we met with them again. They said our kids just absolutely did not want to sell the park. Well, that's fine. And one of the things I always talk about is don't paint yourself in a box. And that's the other thing that fact finding does, is it allows you to know, for people to know that you do other than just one thing. We didn't just want to just talk to them about charitable planning and doing a charitable remainder trust at their mobile home park, but because we gathered information, we realized that they had estate tax issues, and they had an irrevocable life insurance trust that was set up and had, like a $300,000 life insurance policy. We were then able to do a 1035 exchange that for their same annual gifting that they were doing to their islet, but increase their coverage. It was like over $5 million. And this resulted in over $100,000 a year target premium that we were able to get discussed on. And it was, so we were taken care of, but at the same time, we helped them be able to make sure and reach their goals, which was the estate tax concerns they have for their children. And then also they learned that the kids wanted to be able to retain a mobile home park, and all at the same time. So it was always rewarding that was just one story that always comes, top of mind to me. But so anyways, I just want to thank you for his attention. This is a short call. I just want to thank you for taking the time and listening in. A lot of times, just learning things that are simple, things that we've been taught for years, many times, but we get kind of almost get in our own way, and that's what I found myself many times that happening. But to always pull back and realize the value of what you're doing for your client, what you're doing for yourself, to really consider doing a two-step type of interview and make sure you do good fact finding. So we do have a fact finder guide that we're more than happy to send out, or to answer any questions. I'd love to hear your thoughts, maybe even a story of how this might relate to you. So feel free to reach out to me. My email is jim@camisadvice.com, or you can always reach out to rick@camisadvice.com. My phone number is 480-798-4318. Feel free anytime, give me a call or text. So anyways, you guys have an amazing Christmas this year, and hope all is well. Thank you very much.